Hello, beautiful star beings. Today is July 31st, 2018, and I am doing the energy reading for the collective conscious for planet Earth. Today is solar plexus day because it is Tuesday. Before we get into the video, I've had a few people ask me what crystals I'm using for each chakra. So the solar plexus chakra is yellow, self-empowerment, the ego, drive, willpower, etc. Today I am wearing honey calcite. I am wearing yellow mukate from Australia and pyrite. So all of these are really good for enhancing the solar plexus. I find this is very good for calming and relaxing. It's very nurturing. Mukate is very grounding. It is also connected to the first two chakras, so it's very grounding, it's very earthy. And then pyrite is very empowering, but also sunny and happy. And grounding. So these are all great crystals. So if you are interested in doing the chakra a day spiritual practice, those are crystals I would suggest. Anyway, so I've already pulled the cards. Like usual, if this resonates with you, please comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, if you'd like a personal reading, you can head down to the description and see how you can get a personal reading from me. All right, on to the reading. So today I'm going to be I pulled cards from the Isis Oracle Pocket Edition, and two cards came out, but then Isis also wanted me to remind you of yesterday's message. So yesterday's message was about the Merkaba and about how we have a spiritual practice coming. A spiritual practice has come or is soon coming to your attention that will help your soul journey. Take your time to develop and practice your chosen spiritual discipline regularly. This will help you grow in power and grace, anchoring the spiritual light within the body of your soul. So she wanted me to remind you of yesterday's card, but today we have this card, and this is Truth Unveiled. There are times when appearances of people, places, and things are deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable within you. When you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you, you may think there is something wrong with you, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. Trust what you feel, not what appears to be. So that's her first message. And then this card came out as well. Spirit of Isis. Beloved initiate, there are times to surrender and let go, but there are never times to give up. Persist with your bold faith and inspired action until the impossible happens. Isis has the spirit of triumph and will never fail in her quest, no matter how bold or impossible it seems. Let her inspire you, believe. So this is very much, ooh, there's two cards here. Oh, look at that. That's this one. What? So many Isis cards. Okay, so we have two cards here. Also soul retrieval. Isis, healing goddess, now offers you spiritual restoration and deep soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Soon you will enjoy greater wellness, energy, and power, so be willing to go through the healing process, knowing that any emotional clearing taking place is leading you to wholeness. Wow, so many messages from Isis. Take what resonates, leave the rest. All right, so we're already 3 minutes in, so I'm going to try to do a quick tarot reading. So again, this is for solar plexus, self-empowerment, drive, identity. So this is where we're at. So the main card here is the moon. Interesting. So I'm feeling like there's aspects that are in shadow right now. The moon is about bringing light to a situation that has been in shadow. So I want you to kind of like think about what are the pieces of your ego or your identity that you have been maybe rejecting and maybe keeping in the darkness. What are the things that need to be brought to light and examined more closely? The moon is also about intuition. So I'm really feeling like this week for the solar plexus, it's really about diving deep and looking at the aspects of yourself that have been rejected, but also the belief systems and identity pieces that aren't really serving you, or maybe aren't even you. Maybe they're just things that other people put on you. And it's time to start looking at those. What's going to help you with this is the perspective card, which is the Hanged Man. So again, kind of tapping into this concept of what are the things that you've kind of taken on as your own, 444, and What are the aspects of your identity that aren't really you, the parts of you that you've taken on? It's time to shift your perspective on maybe what you're able to do, what you're able to accomplish. So it's really time to start reevaluating how you see your identity and what you can accomplish. What's hindering you is there's actually two cards. Interesting. So we have the Ace of Swords and we have the Four of Cups. So the Ace of Swords is about cutting the bullshit, and the Four of Cups is about sort of feeling sorry for yourself, especially in the reverse, which is how I read the hinder cards. So I'm really feeling like, again, kind of coming into this idea of like what is no longer serving you when it comes to your personal, maybe mask identity, the one that you kind of share out to people, because you're not releasing these aspects of yourself. And again, I think it's time that the thing is, we're really having to delve deep. These might not be things that are super obvious. So it's time to start removing, the bullshit, so to speak, and then look at the parts of you that maybe you did reject, maybe you're not thankful for, maybe there are aspects of you that you don't see as good or worth keeping around. It's really important to start examining these things and see what you are rejecting within yourself. So the main energy for the 3 cards is Six of Crystals. So I see the Six of Crystals for this as being about nurturing yourself. So again, we're really in a time of seeing like what is true to ourselves, what is the energy, where do we want to put our energy and focus. So it's really important to understand that nurturing yourself and nurturing your expression is really important. So the other cards that came out are 10 of Crystals and 10 of Wands. Interesting. So 10. So 10s are completion. So I feel like with that, it's kind of expressing that we're kind of, just like everything else on the planet right now, we are ending cycles so that we can move into a new space. So 10 of Crystals is about home and abundance and everything being good in the physical sense. And then 10 of Wands is about overburdening yourself. So I'm really feeling like to come into this space, like a lot is coming up for people, a lot is coming up in abundance, but don't forget to like not overburden yourself. We're really in a creative phase, I'm really feeling like, so it's important to recharge yourself and be aware of what's good for you. But there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of action, a lot of stuff is coming up. We've been really feeling like we've been lacking, so a lot of stuff is now coming to us because we've been releasing a lot of our resistance. So this is important to remember. And again, this is like, when we're talking about like where do we want to put our energy and attention and our focus, we are now creating the stuff we've been focusing on. It's because we've been losing resistance to getting the things we want. We're able to do this, but again, do not overdo it for yourself. And then we have the Serenity card, which is the Hermit card. So again, it's important to recharge yourself as we are creating our new realities, which is very, very exciting. Don't forget to recharge yourself. If you put yourself out there too much, again, with the 10 of Wands, you are going to not be able to be fully present with your expression. And the thing we're having a hard time grasping or just accomplishing is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords upright for me is about doing what's best for you, even if it doesn't seem like it's best for like maybe the other people who are like putting stuff on you. This isn't necessarily a selfish act where people are going to get hurt. That's not what this is about. It's more like when society tells you you need to do something but you know it's not right for you, it's important to not listen to society and do what's best for you. So it's kind of like maybe your family's telling you they want you to do something specific or whatever, you're like, no, that doesn't work for me. This Seven of Swords is that kind of self-love. It's being like, no, I'm putting this off. I'm going to do what's best for me, even if it doesn't feel like it's best for other people, or maybe it's their perception that it's not best for them. But ultimately, if we are true to ourselves and we are in alignment with ourselves, that is great for the entire collective. As long as you do it lovingly, do what you will, but harm none. So again, that's what we're kind of struggling with right now. So be aware of where your processes are. What are your belief systems around who you are? And is it serving you? It's time to delve deep and really look at these pieces of you, release what doesn't serve, and then give energy to the pieces of you that need nurturing and that you really want to cultivate. If this resonated for you, please comment down below. Please share it and like it if you'd like to share it with the collective. Definitely follow or subscribe to wherever you're seeing this video. I do try to post every single day. Many blessings. Love you guys. Mwah. Namaste. And don't forget, it's all about the soul journey. Bye.